Hello.
I mostly deal with petty
Today's review, as you can see for yourself and as you could read from the title, is Skyrim. I gotta tell you, there's something about a nice evening setting, right? Anyway, do I recommend Skyrim in VR? Yeah, absolutely. It's actually kind of like a lot of fun, and frankly, there's a lot of things added. Like, ultimately, I do mean it is realistically just the same old Skyrim. From the depths of Blackreach to the tip of the throat of the world. Granted, draw distances are a little shit in VR, but that's still beautiful. All across, all the way around, the whole mountain ranges. Beautiful. Notched pickaxe. Wonder what that's about. All the way back down to Whiterun. It's all basically the same, like exact same. Like I don't think they technically really added anything like physically.
Then why do you recommend it?
Whoa, 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 whoa! I'm getting there. Relax. All right. First things first. It all boils down basically to execution, and by execution, I mean, like for a lot of yous, you're sitting in your favorite chair, watching it unfold on the screen across the room from you. Whether you're in first person or third person. Side note, little character break, how the fuck do you people deal with third person? Not the point. Anyway, so you're watching that shit across the room, right? Like, la-di-da-di-da-di-da-di-da, right? But the rest of us in VR, our villages and our white runs, they're unfolding like this. Like this. As I la-di-da-di-da-di-da-di-da-di-da. Ultimately, though, because it unfolds before your very eyes, and thankfully I finally actually have an actual depiction of how to represent that, because it's in your face, in front of your eyes, like happening around you, you happen to notice the small details a lot more. Like, say for example, I had played it on PS3 on the regular edition, PS4 special edition, and now PSVR, and I've only just realized that the Skyforge is centered around a giant bird statue with molten eyes. Like, how fucking metal as shit is that? and like all of a sudden, Skyforge kind of makes a lot more sense to me now that I'm looking up at this giant fucking metal bird. Damn, it sure is beautiful out there, ain't it? Meridia's little mission is another great place where I could easily point to where I noticed smaller details being in VR that I didn't notice once in my subsequent other half a dozen playthroughs on PS3 and PS4. But little statue people are holding the little gem thing, and I think that is kind of cool. In many ways, they kind of look like small versions of her. By the way, I heavily do not recommend you play that mission until you're ready. You gotta get your VR stomach and your VR legs, because if you're still teleporting around and not used to the smooth motion, that doesn't make a world of difference to her. She'll still suck you up into the sky and then flashbang you before dropping you down to the earth. And believe me, that's as nauseating as it sounds. Another small detail that I've noticed is that little tiny hands hold up the little beacon thing that you gotta activate to do the mission. And it's on both sides too. Alright, now for the parts you can only do in VR. Now granted, I do this flat and my friends think I'm really weird for doing this, but every once in a while when I find a dead body, I like to play detective and try and figure out why the hell his skin has some sort of advanced putrefaction, but is ultimately still intact. There's also a giant crater in the chest cavity, but the armor is ultimately still on and intact, so I don't believe the organs are removed. I think the skeletal structure might have been collapsed. I'm not sure if dead because of desecration. Undoubtedly the removal of the eyes, nose, lips, and tongue were subsequently part of any sort of ritual that caused the desecration of this corpse. Undoubtedly they were probably dead first, and this was probably some sort of necromancer's ritual. But that's just my theory, personally. I mean, there's any number of things. He's in a soldier's garb. Any number of things could have really happened to him. How the whole chest cavity thing could have been from in the field. Anyway, moving on. Enjoy a beautiful evening. It really is beautiful out here. Oh, what's happening over there? Stop and smell the low poly flowers. Pet a horse. Who's a good horsey? Who's a good horsey? Who's a good horsey? Yeah, I bet you got all sorts of important shit to do today. All sorts of people to drive around. You be a good boy. Pet a dog. Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy? Good dog. Can even stroke some cock. You could even pet a person. Hey, how you doing? Or be deeply, deeply uncomfortable. You have a luscious beard, my good sir. Precious, beautiful beard. Keep that beard fresh. Of course, there's the time-honored classic of molest a person. Molest a dog. Roll over, Fido. Let's see what you're packing. Molest a whore. Where's your dick?
Another wanderer, here to lick my father's boots. Good job.
Go absolutely fucking beast mode. Just slaughter the fuck out of a mouthy little child.
Well, that's not very new there, Psycho. People do that all the time on Call of Duty. That is true, my crustacean friend. But do they do it in the firstest of persons, though? You can, if you want, you know, I'm just saying you don't have to, but you can sit there and pretend like you have to gesture an incantation.
Burn my foes, light my way, burn bright as day, flames!
You know, if you want your spells to take like 5 hours long. But hey, having fun is having fun. Also, speaking of having fun, right, you can even like cast one this way and cast one that way, right? That's pretty... Well, not so much as fun as convenient, but I mean, you could have a lot of fun with that. Say, for example, it'd be like, I'm a dragon. That's right, doing trick flames now. And if you really want to do some psycho shit, you could always bound yourself a sword inside of somebody and then rip it out real quick. You can also, you know, hit on Uthgard. Hey, Uthgard, I heard you're unbroken. You want to test that tonight? So, using the menu systems, and one of my favorites is the ironically named favorites, due to the fact that it's probably like the smallest and most convenient to conceal menu, you can pause time and have yourself a gander about. And this is particularly useful for those of us who might want to make a beast guide of the fantastic beasts and where to find them in Skyrim. And so, you know, for research purposes, it might be good to stop time. Don't you judge me! You could even get really, really high and trip balls. By which I mean... Whee! Oh, that's never gonna not be fun for me. You can even jump off of things and slaughter stuff Like you have some sort of creed about it. You can even do some aerial bowman shit. What's up? You can even grab your favorite stick and just give him a little boop on the snoop. You can even beat a dragon to death with your own bare hands. Square up, you stupid fucking. Hell, if you wanted to, you could even beat one off with your bare hands. I mean, you just get yourself your favorite dragon, some nice BDSM gear, sneak your way around the back, and you just get yourself a nice fistful, and you just go to town.
What are you doing back there?
And whatever else you can come up with. Bonus points for creativity. I mean, they don't actually reward us points, unfortunately. But what can you do? Besides, I mean, still lean into the psychopathic element of what you can and can't do in this game, I guess. Anyway, hope you enjoyed. Hope that was entertaining. And if anyone's thinking about buying it, hopefully that helped you decide. Take care.